Hey, Irvin here. This video is going to be slightly different from all the other stuff that I've posted in the past. When we create retirement income plans for our clients, a few of them, especially because we offer fee-only financial planning, quite a few of them come with real estate portfolios. And they seek us because the comment that they've given me consistently is that my bank advisor or my investment advisor doesn't really understand how real estate works and why we keep it. We still like it for income and we still like it for our retirement plan. So we're quite well versed when it comes to including real estate and including property investing in general as a planning item for quite a few of our clients. But what makes us unique is I give you guys a bit of behind the scenes to real estate investing for me. You'll see a video of me walking through one of our properties in one of the units that we have, and one of the lessons, or not just one, but quite a few lessons, and just a bit of a disclosure here. I did this, frankly, when I recorded this video, my intention was to share it on my personal Facebook page so I can share with a few friends. You know, I'm sure I'm not the only one. You must have people around you that you really care about, that you want to kind of share your lessons with and what you've learned. However, they won't listen to you if you talk to them directly. Maybe though they'll watch a video of mine that I kind of published openly. So that was the main intent. I shot this video not for YouTube, but for a closer group of people, like really people that I care about. I wanted this to be a behind the scenes thing because I'm being asked more and more by my friends about how to get started in real estate, and all they're hearing is passive income and all the glamorous stuff. So I thought I'd do the opposite and share the L's. We'll share the losses and share the lessons, I guess. Let's use that later L. And I posted this on Facebook, but Ronald, my editor, wanted me to kind of see if I was open to posting this on YouTube. So he's cut it up for us so that we can share it publicly. But because I was shooting this on my phone, the quality is admittedly not that great. I hope this works. We'll do what we can to salvage the footage and make it worthwhile, because the lessons really are there. And as the video plays, I'll chime in and cut in some extra comments to tie it all together and give it something different now for YouTube and overlay that with retirement planning ideas. Why am I holding a spatula and why am I dressed like this? It's all lessons, my friends. Right now, quickly, this actually makes a really good pry bar for removing baseboards. Thin enough, doesn't damage the paint behind it. Dumb lessons learned, tricks picked up, but that's actually not the most important thing that I want to share with you guys today. What I really want to share is the fact that a lot of people, including people that are considered to be professionals, people that work in my field, financial planners, financial advisors, really still treat real estate like investments when it shouldn't be. Frankly, it is a business, requires active thought and focus, and without the right time, without the right process, you run into mistakes, expensive mistakes, even if you've been doing it for some time. So that comment there is pretty straightforward, right? How you value and how you look at your stock portfolio versus how you look at your real estate is going to be different. I'll create a video discussing what's quantifiable as far as evaluating deals. I'll do that later on. But right now, I just want to tie this back into somebody that is considering retiring, using their real estate, or letting go of their real estate. So in our practice, we have quite a few clients that are still landlords and they're still self-managing their properties, and it's working out really well for them. However, I would say there's also an equal number of clients who have approached us because they've recently divested and they've recently sold their real estate holdings. There's multiple reasons for that. One, we've been really, I'm just going to say lucky. We've had great valuations for real estate recently, 2022, 2023. There was just, real estate just seems like it really skyrocketed, right? So it was a good time for a lot of these folks to exit. Again, we can talk about that more concretely if we look at valuing deals. Where I want to focus, though, is that more often than not, the decision to sell real estate when you're retiring has to do with your temperament changing, has to do with you really deciding that you want to step back. If you're the type of person that can't go on vacation or can't take time off because there's stuff happening at home in one of your units, it might be a signal for you to consider potentially getting out of it. And that has to do more with lifestyle than anything else. Especially if you're the type of person that just really believes that you're the best person for the job, and that the reality is no property manager, no one else will care, or at least you'll believe this, right? It's hard to imagine that other people will care about your units or your properties more than you will. If that's your core belief and that's how you look at these properties and managing them, I would consider that as a signal to divest out of real estate. If you still enjoy it, if you like overseeing your units, if you like overseeing the properties, making improvements, making repairs, and you're still handy, it keeps you moving, if you're doing it for that, then it's worth keeping. Let's move on to the rest of the video. Like mistakes that would cause you to throw away brand new appliances, like a dishwasher and a stove. Mistakes that will force you to renovate and getting bids in for crazy costs. Mistakes that will lead you to believe and trust people and essentially rent the property to the wrong tenants, the wrong people. Mistakes that will force you to rip up what was decent carpet, was decent floor. That's now all going to go away. Look at this. Should I frame this as a nice accent to the property, right? Look at this mess. Oh, I have other videos too that'll show you just how much trash had to be removed from this place, but there's no way these floors can be cleaned. They'll all need to be replaced. Magically, even the ceilings. That's blue paint up there somehow, or Kool-Aid. So what are the lessons learned? Be rigorous in your screening process beyond the financials. Everybody has a sob story that they can share with you, but you have to go back to the fact that you develop a screening process for a reason. Number 2, mistakes, errors, repairs, they can be costly. So be prepared, have emergency funds that are allocated for these things. But on that topic, another reason why you want to have a solid emergency fund is that so you're not desperate when you're screening for your tenants. You're not just gonna rent it to the next person. I don't believe that that's what happened here. If I'm looking back, of course, hindsight, even if it's 2020, sometimes it's blurry. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't recall. I'm fairly certain that when we gave possession of this place, we were not in a rush to turn the property over, yet that still happened. But if you had the right reserves, you could be a lot more selective about who you entrust a significant asset to, right? So screen properly, have reserves, have the people, have the patience. People that you can call, plumbers, electricians, make sure that the people that will be there to help you make things better, that you trust them to. And then the spatula. There's a lot to unpack here. I'm just doing this quickly before I rip this place up altogether. This will make for a fun Friday. Cheers. The number 1 lesson, I guess, that I should have put on there is that investing in property requires focus, requires attention, requires some expertise and some lessons learned. So to treat it purely as an investment and doing that as passive income analysis against other things that you do with your life and other investment options, there has to be an adjustment for that. What is your time and your focus worth as a premium when you're comparing returns? And I'm saying this as somebody that is in real estate. A big part of my wealth is tied into all this stuff, but you need to make sure you even have the temperament to participate in something like this. Because you do this long enough, you'll run into bad people, you'll run into major problems, You not only need to have the smarts or the intelligence to deal with it, but frankly, you also need the emotional intelligence and emotional capacity to handle stuff like this. Because, again, oh look, another souvenir. Forgot to point that out earlier. You need to have the temperament and the emotional intelligence to weather the storms that come with the territory. And if you've been doing this for a long time and you have real estate yourself, I'd love to hear horror stories in the comments and tips and guidance, and essentially share the bad stuff so I can feel better. All right, bye.